Hello and welcome to round 1, game 1 of the Warriors of Middle-earth tournament. I am up against RoySubs. We are playing Warriors of Middle-earth with Lords of Middle-earth. We decided on no tokens, so let's begin making our way through the game. Okay. For companions, I chose Narya Gandalf and then base everybody except for Gimli. For turn 1 cards, well, hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. I picked up The Dark Door, Bilbo's Song, and Grimbjorn. Dark Door could be useful if I'm crowning Aragorn this turn. Bilbo's Song I do not want to see this early. I would rather see it later on because I might lose it to Warn with Sorrow and Toil, and I would just rather not have to hold on to it until Gollum. Scouts turn 1 is always nice. Shadow picks up Ships of Great Draught, a great card. Lidless Eye, not such a great card, and a Deadly Strife. I choose Narya Gandalf, nobody out. Subs allocates 1 eye, rolls 2 more. I roll this 2 movement, nice. Would not crowning Aragorn, so Dark Door probably isn't as useful. Start by picking up a strategy card. I pick up Éomer. Nice to see early. It's good to see a playable strategy card. RoySubs starts by moving Sauron down immediately, so if I can lose Gandalf, then I can immediately get another keeper. I do the standard moves, Old Forest Road and Westamnet. RoySubs moves Barad-dûr to Golgoroth, pretty standard. I move the Fellowship. I get hit twice, and Smeagol, which, I mean, I actually think I might have rather had pretty much anything else, since getting Smeagol first means that now both Gandalf's guide ability is blocked off and Strider is blocked off, which means it's much longer until I can get to useful guide abilities in form of Strider. Now, at least I'm not getting hit with the Chief immediately, and maybe I can lose Smeagol. Golgoroth up to Morannon, and then I muster the elves down to, I think what I was trying to do there was try and avoid the Chief if this was a reveal, and they miss. So they draw into Sheila, Morgul Wound, and another Deadly Strife. Yeah, I get rid of Narya, and then I draw into By Chance or By Foresight, Challenge of the King, and Power of Tom Bombadil. Challenge of the King, Dark Door wants me to crown Aragorn, don't think I'm going to get the opportunity. Tom Bombadil, advantageous position is nice, but I don't think the Shire's going to get taken. Then we have mustering up in Dol Guldur, moving towards Lorien, move the Fellowship, I get missed. There's some, okay, they put Lorien under siege first. I get Galadriel here, which in hindsight I don't think is the most accurate move, because if they can blow up Lorien in one shot, then Galadriel is useless, considering the elves are not yet at war, and I won't get her die. If I move with this Will, then maybe I could use her ring ability, but I think I would rather just take the eye to kill Smeagol, so I think better use of that die could have been, I could have played Éomer, I could have moved Gondor down, I could have done the Iron Hills and Westamnet West moves. Fellowship moves. I get missed again. Pits of Mordor gets picked up. Now I play Éomer with the Palantir. Okay. And then they attack Lorien. They're playing a character card, Words of Power against the advantageous position. I think I was anticipating a Cruel as Death here, which they don't have. One hit back. They press. And it's a Deadly Strife. And they get 4 hits. To 2 back. So, yes. Glad. So, yep, Galadriel's die goes back. Kill Narya. Then I draw into Saruman as a neighbor. It's a nice card, but Saruman actually hasn't come out yet. Majesty and Glory. It's an interesting card. I would have liked to use it in Lorien. I don't see myself separating many companions, though. But Horndark would be good if Rohan comes under attack. And then Kindred of Glorfindel. Another advantageous position is nice. Then Orc Patrol. Good to see a tile drawing card. Musterings of Long Planned War. Good to see a Desperate Battle. And they forgot to pick up a faction card. Comes the Balrog. Southrons moved down. They think about moving down Isengard, but they moved the Southrons to war instead. Fellowship moves. I get missed. Then the spiders come in. Oh yeah, they meant to grab the Corsairs, not the spiders, and they just grabbed 3 spider figures. Okay, I move again. Missed again. This hunt is really unlucky. Pits of Mordor gets played. Now I'm bringing in Elrond. That is a good time to bring in a keeper. I move Gondor down, and they move to Dead Marshes. They draw into Black Captain Commands. Nice card, though the Witch King still isn't out. Madness and Horror, get to see a swarm of bats. And then draw into Union of All Our Strength. Not great. But, yeah. We prove the Swifter, which... Well, I can just separate Strider and get him to Dol Amroth normally, so... And then Riders of Theoden. Then they remembered that they forgot to draw the faction card, and they pick up Death to the Foregoyle. Which, no Saruman, so that's not useful yet. Fellowship moves again. Still no hit. They move towards Gondor. I move into Minas Tirith and into Pelargir. Maybe I should have moved Iron Hills, though actually since I have advantageous position and a scout, though that extra regular could get back to Dol Amroth, realistically. So now the Black Captain comes in. Black Captain commands to attack Minas Tirith. Now I get hit. It's a 3. So pretty obvious move here is to kill Smeagol. When it comes, we shall get it. They play Ships of Great Draught, and then attack Pelargir. They pick a strategy card. I'm probably playing... Advantageous Position here to cancel like a Desperate Battles or a Mumikeel. Since Scouts you want to use once you get to Lamedon, simply because Pelargir you're rolling on 6s, Lamedon you're rolling on 5s. And I don't think I would want to be spending a daylight on this. Okay, yeah. Desperate Battle versus Advantageous Position. No hits. Would have gotten 1 if I hadn't played Advantageous Position. And I get no hits back. They press. Trade back. Okay. I pick up a strategy card, Paths of the Woses. Rohan isn't anywhere near war, and I don't think I'm going to be doing much shenanigans with retaking Minas Tirith. Attack Lamedon, no card. Do you wonder if I might have played that Swarm of Bats here? Since I play Scouts. I play by chance or by foresight, so I pick up Union of Valor Strength, Speed Greater Than Any Wind, and Paths of the Dead. I think if I separate Shriner next turn with We Prove the Swifter, go into Dol Amroth, play Paths of the Dead, I could do Speed Greater Than Any Wind and then Paths of the Dead to the top. So I keep Speed Greater Than Any Wind, and then, yeah, I put them on top. And then Dol Amroth goes under siege. I pick up Path of the Dead as expected, then Swift Boats, nice to see, since I'm still in Rivendell, so I could use that actually to... Since I have that, that does mean that I am completely in the clear with regards to Cruel Weather. There is no way I can get Cruel Weathered. And then I pick... Oh, I kill Path of the Dead and We Prove the Swifter. Oh... Should have done that. Well, they do have Corsairs, so they could press. So I wouldn't have to survive 5 rounds of combat. Gandalf rolls an eye. Yeah, they forgot to draw. And then the Witch King comes in. I play Swift Boats with my will. Think, now I'm worried about Day Without Dawn. Oh. No, I passed before if I was worried about Day Without Dawn. Dol Amroth. Swarm of Bats. 3 hits thanks to it. I was thinking about playing like a Daylight, which... Yeah, I remember I was thinking about playing Daylight, which would have saved me 3 hits, so... Yeah. Then they redraw into another Swarm of Bats. They're playing a character card. Could be Cruel as Death. Or it could be Last Stroke of Doom. It's Last Stroke of Doom. Probably wish it was. They really wish it was Cruel as Death. Last Stroke of Doom again, probably. And they get their 6s. And I get 2 hits. 2 hits on the way up. And I move. I get hit. 0 reveal. Straight into Morannon. Balrog first. Gets an eye. There goes Gandalf. Then Moria is an eye. And then... Yeah, RoySubs says, Hunt has been a dream. Morgul Wound. To get me up to 3. Hide. They just do nothing with the Balrog die. Isengard moves to war. Now I get Gandalf. The spiders come in. Ask if Shelob and Evil Things are coming. Shelob isn't coming. Orc Patrol first. So 2 takes a random. Pippin have a companion, and then I separate him to Gogoroth. Just because yeah, I don't think I'm getting an army to. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with him in either Daggerlad or Gogoroth. Actually, if I had separated him to Daggerlad, then I could have gone Weeprove the... Well, but I discarded Weeprove the Swifter. I could have gone and I don't have... We only need wings. So... And then they spend a while figuring out how to move their Nazgul. They want to go for Run. I think the plan is Lorien plus Gondor is 7. And then for your last 3 points, do you attack the Dew line? Do you go for Rivendell and the Shire? Do you take Rohan? And I think they're thinking going of the Dew line. They draw into another Ships of Great Draught, Grond, and A New Power is Rising. All great cards. Need to chuck a faction card. I would just chuck Death to the Forgoyle. Then I pick up Univar Strength. Can chuck that safely. Premonition of Danger, and Every Little is a Gain. And then I chuck Dark Door. Oh yeah, that's actually a better chuck, because Dead Men are going to do absolutely nothing. But I could have chucked one of the Univar Strengths and then chucked Dark Door to play more accurately. Then I kill Every Little is a Gain. Maybe I should have killed Premonition of Danger instead. But Heroic Death is a better combat card than Shield Wall, since it worked. Yeah. They kill Ships of Great Draught, makes sense, since the Corsairs aren't going to be doing much anymore. And we put that one Smeagol tile back in. That was never drawn, just because technically it should be in there. Okay. I move I to reveal random Itch Strider. 1 in 5. Shadow is moving. Okay. They move up in Run. They move towards Rohan. They take Lossarnach. And then their 4th move was... Oh, moving to Minas Morgul. Pass. Move towards Rohan. I condense in Helm's Deep. They play Grond. Starting with a Foul Stench. 1 hit. 2 hits back. They redraw into Cruel Weather, just 1 turn too late. They play it for Cruel as Death against a Daylight. 1 hit against 1. Now they're playing a strategy card. It's Deadly Strife. They've been holding on to that for 4 turns. And they get only 2 hits compared to 4. That does hurt. Now this army wasn't going to take Rohan before. Now this needs to come down, reinforce Minas Tirith. So we have Help Unlooked. I pick up strategy card. It's Help Unlooked For. Not really that useful. They get the Mouth. Normal Mouth, not the Black Numenorian. Which makes sense, since you do have several theaters of war that you're going to need to engage with. I start mustering in Woodland Realm. I think I've written off Minas Tirith as a lost cause, so it's just a question of where those last points are coming from. So, mustering in Woodland Realm. I also have Dane to make Erebor more painful. I might want to muster in Rivendell, just because this could come up. This could come up with Shadows Gather, and then that could threaten Rivendell, or New Powers Rising plus Shadows Gather. But then the risk with mustering in Rivendell and Woodland Realm is that Grey Havens becomes vulnerable, but do they have the dice for Grey Havens? I clarify that this is the recruit draw. I play Dane. Sure. I was thinking about recruiting if I get the Eagles instead. First faction. while I'm in Mordor, I pick up March of the Ents, Take Someone You Can Trust, and Imrahil. I've already lost a Hobbit, so probably get rid of Take Someone You Can Trust. I get rid of Paths of the Woses. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of Take Someone You Can Trust, since outside of Rivendell, or maybe if I send Gandalf to Helm's Deep. I don't think that's going to be that useful. Yes, I hide. They play Shelob. I bring in the Ents. Play a Great Fleet to get Corsairs in. I play Premonition of Danger, 2 reveal, 3, and an eye. And I get rid of the eye. Would have loved to hit Shelob there, but oh well. I move. It's a 1. Take a random. Maybe I should have, since it's 50-50 of being inefficient, but now I'm at net -1 on step 2, so unless I hit high damaging eye or high roll on Shelob, corruption isn't that much of an issue. Yep, they're moving towards Rivendell or the Grey Havens, or maybe 4 cities for their last few points. Last Stroke of Doom against Shield Wall. 1 hit versus 2 back. Getting hits back doesn't really matter at this point. They get their 6. I don't get a hit back. New powers rising. Now this army's scary. I muster in Rivendell. They move out west. I muster in Grey Havens. They flip the mouth to go west, and yeah, they play Many Kings instead. I use a ring to move again. 0 reveal. And now they move to South Ered Luin. Evil Things, not useful anymore. Lore of the Elven Ring. Sphere of the Masters is a good combat card. Pick up We Only Need Wings. Win from the West. Power to Great. Power to Great is very useful because it does actually apply to Grey Havens, which is a very rare application, but it does. Then they pick up Orcs Multiplying again. I get rid of We Only Need Wings. Maybe I should have kept that to send Gandalf to Helm's Deep if needed, but maybe the Ents would be more useful. They say GG because I rolled a lot of movement. It is theoretically possible that if I hide, they play the red eye or red, and then I at one point hit the red eye or red 1. Those take away 2 dice from me, so even if I used both rings, then they would still have this turn to get 3 points. I say, let's play it out. Yeah, I could still also just hit multiple reds in a row. Yeah, they don't have any red tiles. They don't have anything that can stop me. They pick up a character card. It's Warren with Sauron Toil. I move. Get the Smeagol tile. Now they draw Shelob. It's only a 2. So that does at least help. Move again. It's an eye to reveal. I use Vilya to take it back. Then I lose Boromir. Hide. Yeah, they say they don't have anything. Oh, they don't have anything. They move towards Dale. And then I use Galadriel's Ring and dunk. Yeah, that hunt was pretty bad. Think if we look at the statistics, okay, looks like they're reversed. Shadow is -3 on 6s, which isn't great. My dice look about even. A couple more H's than expected, fewer Palantirs. They are +4 on attacks, which I think makes up for the +5 on attacks, which makes up for the -3 on 6s. And they're also minus on eyes, which is probably also why that hunt was a joke. Yeah. What if I were Shadow, what could I have done differently? I mean, I think Shadow played this about as well as they could have. The hunt didn't do enough to stop the Fellowship. But military was going pretty well. And yes, I will see you again for Game 2.